Howdy, folks. Today we're doing a plane. This was a suggestion from Justin in California. So hope you like it, Justin. Did my best. And just so you guys know, Justin does fly a plane. So there we go. All right, we are going to get started. Oh, if you guys have a suggestion of what you guys want me to draw, give me an email at sharasart@gmail.com and let me know where you're from, what your name is, and what you want. All right, let's get started. I've also learned a few things about planes today, which is pretty exciting. Oh, what you guys want to do, take a break, press click, and get a ruler. You're gonna definitely want one of these. Yeah, usually I use this, but we're gonna use a ruler today. So pause it, come on back, get a ruler. Ruler, pencil, colored pencil, Sharpie, the whole 9 yards. We're just using it all, okay? So to get started, oh, I also like doing a border, but we'll worry about that later. So we're gonna get started. We are going to do this angle right here. This is gonna be our beginning angle. So you're gonna go on your page a little bit below the middle, and we're gonna, you don't wanna go all the way to the edge. You're gonna make a line down, not all the way. Okay, make a line down. Now we are gonna make this look like it's coming out. So then I'm gonna have you take your ruler. We're gonna do the other side. But this one's not gonna go all the way to the edge. So I'm gonna show you, okay? So it goes here, here, and it kind of leaves it in the front. So what we're gonna do with this front part, we're gonna bring in, this is gonna be where the window is. And it's gonna come out, and then you're gonna loop it around. So this is the front of our airplane. And then now for the back of the airplane, you're gonna take your ruler, you wanna angle. So it's not straight up and down. You're gonna angle it and make a line up. Okay, do you guys see that line up? And this part's gonna be more rounded. So you're gonna come across the top and then make it just come down and connect. So that's the back of the plane. So you want to keep that line. You're like, oh, I need to erase it. No, we're going to actually use it because Rhea, that's going to be the side of the wing. So we're going to make the wing. It's going to be a little thicker on this side. And we're going to bring it out, and I'm going to bring it over. So I'm bringing the wing over. Now you can round this edge here. That's the side of the wing, and we are going to round this part. So that's actually this side of the wing. This is just the angle we got. Now on this side, it's gonna come in a little bit. Let's see, if I went like this. Ooh, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to come, see how that, right there, you're gonna bring this, so it's gonna come out. So we're gonna go here. Do not go over the front, but this is gonna be where that wing comes out. Okay, and then up at the top part, you want it to be a little thinner on this side. Put it right there. We're gonna make that come in. Okay, that's the other side of the wing, and then we are gonna round this. Okay, that is that side of the wing. Perfect job. We can erase in here. And if you want to use your ruler, you can make a line across here or just go by hand. And this line's gonna come straight down. So it looks like a T right there. And we've got this cute little wing coming off the side here. I've got a joke for you today. This is the part of the wing here. Okay, where does a mountain climber keep his plane? In a cliffhanger. That's a good one. Okay, so that's that little piece right there. All right, I learned today. So the Wright brothers invented, as we all know, invented the plane. I'm sure a lot of people did, but theirs was the first plane flight in 1903. And how far did it go? First flight flew 120 feet. That was exciting back then, but that's not very far. It went up and then it came down, but they did it. Very proud of them, and it's come a long way. Well, you guys know the Boeing 787. It can fly 10,000 miles on one tank of gas. Okay, The flying industry has come a long way. Good job. All right, we're gonna do this nose part. So we're gonna make this a rounded nose. And the very end, it's almost, this. I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like a bee, a little bee stinger. So we're gonna make a triangle top here. See how it comes out there? So you want to erase in there so it looks like it's connected. And then we're gonna connect this, just make a little line here. There we go. So how I do this, so it looks like a propeller, you can just make it go all the way around, but it's flying. So you don't really see it because it goes so fast. So what I do, I'm gonna do part of it. So I'm just gonna not do the whole thing because we wanna see it going super fast. If you wanna do it maybe lightly, you can. And this side, come in and just don't do the whole thing. And to make it go like it's going fast, usually in cartoons, people just kind of pieces of it. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. And I'm just gonna make little swoosh. So it looks like it's going super fast, super fast. All right, so now we're gonna do the window. So the window's gonna come across the top part here. And this is the front window. We already got the window, good job. And then now we are gonna make the back windows. So there, if you wanna take your ruler, you can, and make it parallel, make a little line so it's straight. So I just made a straight line, and then I'm going to use this, make 2 lines up, and I'm gonna erase right in there. So it looks like, see, now you got 3 windows. I didn't go all the way because we're gonna be using that big chunk of metal holding up the wing. It's holding it up. I made designs on the outside. If you guys wanna make your designs, you can. Then we're gonna make a line down here. Justin sent me a picture of a little plane, and it didn't have this exact designs, but it was similar. And it was that kind of a plane. What we're gonna do is now up here in the front, right here, we're gonna make 2 lines down. On these little planes, all those, the landing gear stays out. On the big ones, they go bzzz, bzzz. They go back and forth. Okay, make a circle. What else did I learn? Okay. Ooh, most pilot and co-pilots on a major airline are not allowed to eat the same food. You're like, what? Well, it makes sense. It's to avoid food poisoning. So if they both ate the same food and the food was bad, they both have food poisoning. Who's gonna fly the plane? Exactly. So they eat different foods. So one gets sick, there's still one to fly the plane. Smart, smart, smart. So now we're gonna do this little back part. So you wanna come up, not here, it's gonna come a little ways in. Just draw 2 lines going out. And then they have, it's almost like a rainbow, and then bring it down. And then down here, we're gonna have the wheel. So we're only gonna see the little back part of this. And then has a wheel. Awesome job. Oh, I learned something new. The airport control tower, you know how they all look alike? They all just go straight up, and they've got these windows like this. They all look exactly the same no matter where you go. Well, those windows, they have to be angled precisely at 15 degrees. It's to prevent reflection, so then they can, everybody in the tower can see out. So I'm like, wow, I just learned something new. Pretty cool. All right, so if you want, you guys can make a border all the way around, which I did. I just didn't Sharpie it yet. And what else do we need on here? We are now, I'm just gonna do the ground. So I'm just gonna come down here, make it a ground. You guys can make it anything you want. If you want it just in the clouds in the sky, I just put a little ground behind there. I'm gonna make some plants down here. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then I'm gonna make some mountains in the background. So make it come behind it, and then I'm gonna bring it over here. Perfect. Voila. I'm gonna make some poofy, poofy clouds. All right, another thing I found out, the oxygen on a plane's emergency oxygen mask, you know, they pop down saying, just in case, make sure you put it on before you put it on the kid. There's only 15 minutes in that mask. So that is why they only release it in emergencies. So if you're going down, they'll put it down. But there's only 15 minutes of life in that thing. So you wanna wait till you think you're really going down to release that. All right, I kind of made those too perfect, but that's okay, too. All right, so I'm gonna take my baby Sharpie and I'm going to Sharpie this puppy. Great job. So the gentleman that asked for this, his name's Justin. He lives in California. And before he graduated high school, he learned how to fly a plane. I'm saying that is pretty darn impressive because I don't know how to fly a plane. I love flying. I love, 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 love flying. I love traveling. I love the whole thing. I love airports. I love it. It's like my favorite thing in the world. In the last, probably 6 months, I have been on a dozen planes. Yep. I've probably flown more in the last 6 months than I have in years. That's how much I love flying in planes. I love visiting people. I love airplane food. I know, I'm crazy. I love being on the plane because that's when I have time to draw. Most of my drawings I'm doing on planes. And I love walking around airports and seeing all the people. It's my favorite thing. Have I ever missed a flight? Yeah, I've gotten pretty close where I am literally running and they're saving the door for me and you're just running. Usually I've learned from my husband, we are very punctual people and we get there hours early. Hours and hours, but that's okay. I like to look at people and walk around. Yeah, I'm one of those. I like go and get some exercise, walk around and look at everybody. My goal is to smile at everybody and I try to get them to smile back. They think I'm a bit weird, but that's okay. I have flown with all of my daughters. That is not as fun. I like flying without little kids because it's challenging to get them to sit in a seat for that long. But my kids were pretty good. I had one time, I had a little baby and my oldest. And the baby was crying. She wouldn't stop crying. We were about to take off and the oldest was jumping on the seat. Yeesh. And the flight attendant came up and they said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, we can't take off until you get everybody buckled in." But she wouldn't leave. She was just staring at me. And I'm like, I can get her to sit down and her to stop crying if I nurse her, if you just walk away. But she just was staring at me. So I had to feed my baby right there. And then I got the other one all buckled in and we got to take off. The key to flying with children is lots of toys and entertainment and snacks. Lots of and do something that you don't normally do. So, and have like a special, like their own special backpack. And then they get excited because they're like, "Oh, what's in the backpack?" And you can always do something different. That's the key to flying with little kids. So that's fun. And then, of course, when you travel with kids, you got to have the stroller and the car seat and the diaper bag and all that good stuff. So I think parents that travel with kids are heroes because that is tough. And for the first time this year, I got to fly. I got upgraded and I got to fly on one of those seats that are turned into a bed. And it was like your own little cubicle. And it had like a TV. It's like my own little room. It was the most amazing. It was only a 3-hour flight, but it was the most amazing 3-hour flight. I was giddy. I was giddy with excitement. Eating my little pretzels and my soda. It was awesome. And I actually remember what I watched. I watched Zombies 2 from Disney. It was a little Disney show. Why not? Because I like kids shows more than adult shows because I don't like bad words. So that was my special little treat. Do you think I could be, I used to work at the airlines. Yes. Used to work at United Express. and I loved it. I'd get up at 3:30 in the morning for work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Sharpie and I'm just gonna outline the plane just to make it pop out, okay? Oh, the world's smallest jet. Can you imagine how much it is? It is called a BD-5 Micro. And the wingspan is 14 to 21 feet. That's not very big. And it weighs, how much do you think it weighs? As much as a giant, a big guy. 358 pounds. So that's like a really large person. But hey, there you go. That is the smallest plane. Now they have planes that have like double deckers and they're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so huge. I love planes. So thanks, Wright Brothers. I'm sure somebody else would have invented it, but they did a good job. And all my kids have flown a lot. They love it. Well, probably not as much as me. Oops. My husband spoiled us once and we got to take a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. That was a special, special treat. I really enjoyed that. We got little headsets and it's almost not real. So cool. All right, I'm just gonna leave like that. Now I can color it. All right, so what I did was, I'm just going to color the airplane and then I'll let you guys color the rest. So what I did, let's see, for the windows, I just went around the outside with gray. And then I'm just gonna do some lines in there so it looks like a window. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So I'm just gonna go around the outside. Do we know anything else? Nope, I think I gave you all the fun facts. So Shara loves airplanes. All right, so I am going to shade this in a little bit down here so it looks like the underbelly. Shade it in just a little bit. Oh, I didn't Sharpie that in right there. This part, we're gonna shade just one side and then just the other side lightly. And I'm gonna shade underneath the wing so it looks like it's actually a different piece. If you want to put a little bit of gray around the outside just so it doesn't look so stark white, and if you want to put a little bit on the underbelly, go for it. A little line here, and I'll put a little bit right here. And I made a cool design here. So I just went like this and you just went swoosh. You guys can make any design you want. And, ooh, gonna get black, color in its tires. And I might put a few more little darker streaks here. And there's a touch of blue right in here. But I'm gonna let you guys do the sky and everything else because you can do whatever you want. And I hope you have a high flying day.